The profession of optometry has a very important role to play in the eye care of the communities around the world. If we were to tackle the massive problem of blindness and vision impairment that is afflicting many people in the world, we have to adopt a team approach, a team that consists of ophthalmologists, optometrists, nurses, managers, and other eye care personnel. One of the major obstacles for delivery of eye care of high quality in most of the developing countries, including India, is the inadequate availability of well-trained professionals. This includes optometrists. Any education needs quality, and that quality has always to be monitored and regulated. While most advanced countries have systems of proper regulation of the professions, in our country we still don't have a rigorous approach in this area. So the dawn of Optometry Council of India is a welcome development, and I'm sure it will ensure a much better quality of professionals coming out of optometry schools in future, both in that area as well as the continuing maintenance of standards by the practicing optometrists is very critical for the elimination of needless blindness and visual impairment in India.
Well, greetings from Australia, and all the best to my Indian colleagues for the year 2014. We're pretty happy here in Australia because we've just beaten the English in cricket and got the Ashes back for Australia. Of course, India is still #1 cricketing nation in the world, but we'll catch up soon. I'm here to talk about the vision correction and eye health preservation role of optometry worldwide. And there are about 4 billion people that require vision correction, and the best way of delivering that is through optometric care. And India's made tremendous strides in the last few years, in particular getting together all of the organisations under the Indian Optometry Federation, getting the association and schools and colleges of optometry in India, which has been doing a marvellous job of raising the standard of education throughout the country, and now the Optometry Council of India. Every optometric profession, in fact every health profession, requires a council to oversee the quality of training and the skills and knowledge of the individual optometrist. And it is wonderful that the Optometry Council of India has been constituted and is beginning its important role. I would urge every optometrist in India to seek registration through the Optometry Council of India. It's the guarantee of the Indian consumer that when they go into an optometric practice, then there's a person there of education, skills and knowledge appropriate for delivery of safe and effective vision care. It also guarantees that the educational programs being run in schools are of a quality required for the training of optometrists. So it is a great step forward for India to have an optometry council, and I congratulate you, and I urge everybody to give it the support that it deserves in its important role.
Visual impairment and blindness is a major public health concern in a country like India. A large segment of visual impairment is because of refractive errors, both the difficulty to see at a distance as well as at near. This is a skill which a professional like an optometrist can actually deliver. Unfortunately, in our country, there is no accreditation system to take care of the optometric profession as such as of now. It's a fledgling profession coming up from scratch in this country, and what is important is a system of regulating the profession and the professionals being certified so that the community has the knowledge and confidence that the person that they visit is somebody whom they can trust. And this is precisely what the Optometry Council of India is trying to do, is to try and set up an accreditation system where skilled professionals as well as colleges can therefore be guaranteed as a place where people with appropriate skills have been trained. And this is something which is laudable because it has not happened in this country before. The government has not yet initiated something in this direction. Optometrists also help in other eye conditions like screening for diabetic retinopathy or for screening for glaucoma. And these are skills which are again highly specialized. And this is an area which the Optometry Council of India is going to pay attention to. And that is the reason why I would wish that a council of this nature becomes a reality and fulfills the aspirations of the populations, both those who need as well as the professionals who provide optometry services in the country.
With 640 million people blind or visually impaired simply because they cannot get a pair of glasses, and millions of other people not being able to access eye health services across the globe, and particularly in rural areas where this problem is exacerbated, the role of optometry becomes very important. Optometry is an integral part of the eye health team, and unless optometrists are within this team, true upscaling and provision of comprehensive eye care services will not be possible. However, having this role brings upon the profession a lot of responsibility. We cannot only focus on access to care, we have to focus on quality of care. And quality of care is not achieved by individuals self-regulating themselves, but by individuals coming together under the banner of the Optometry Council of India and regulating themselves. The development of the Optometry Council of India is a milestone in the quality pathway of optometry in India and will have significant implications for the acceptability of the profession and for the expansion of the profession. This will not only benefit the council, but will benefit individual optometrists in their ability to interface with the public and provide services. There's a great responsibility on the training institutions. They need to ensure that they produce a quality of graduate with the orientation for the Indian situation so that when they graduate, they can become an asset to society. And unless that is done, the work of the Optometry Council of India is going to become a very difficult one. I congratulate you on the formation of the council and wish you well and thank you for raising the bar, not just for Indian optometrists, but for optometrists all over the world.
I want to congratulate the Optometry Council of India and its members for initiating this council and for hosting their website. I think this is a very important step towards regularizing the profession of optometry in India. Until lately, optometry in India has been a largely unorganized sector, and the establishment of this council is going to regularize the profession and define the scope of practice for this profession in India. I graduated as an optometrist about 15 years ago, and I went to the United States for pursuing my postgraduate studies and research. I noticed the extent to which the profession is regulated in that country and the benefits optometrists gain by such regulation. I noticed that the council there regulates the scope of practice, and it also provides the necessary personal and professional and legal cover for optometrists in that country. On a personal front, optometrists are very respected members of the society, and their financial remuneration is amongst the top 5 professions there. Today we have an opportunity to set up a system for optometry in India that is equal to or better than anywhere else in the world, thanks to the formation of the Optometry Council. Optometrists play a very vital role in an eye care setting, and they form key team players in a group of ophthalmologists, opticians and other eye care technicians. There is an imminent need for bright and enthusiastic youngsters to join the profession of optometry in our country, and that will be possible through the regulation established by the Optometry Council of India. In some ways, it is the responsibility of practicing optometrists of this generation to set up systems that are robust enough for the profession and that will showcase all its benefits. The Optometry Council of India will do just that, and in the process of doing this, it will naturally attract the brightest talent of students into the profession. I want to conclude by congratulating the Optometry Council once more for its establishment and for all its mandate of regularizing the profession of optometry in our country. Thank you.
This is a very exciting decade for Indian optometry. A decade where I am confident this whole field would be transformed, both in terms of professional development, but also in terms of standards as well as broader structure. And I'm really delighted that an Optometry Council of India has been set up. I strongly urge every Indian optometrist and every Indian optometry school to back this new body. Currently we have about 40,000 professionals practicing nationally. We also have over 200 schools that teach optometry. It is envisaged that over the coming decade, the number of professionals would increase quite dramatically. It would go up all the way to might be 120,000. That's a number that India needs to cater to the needs of every Indian, both in the rural and the urban setting, who needs a pair of glasses. Now, for us to make sure that the quality and the professionalism is maintained at a level that would make it possible to cater to all these needs, an Optometry Council of India is essential. Once you support this new accrediting body, the Optometry Council of India, you would not only make a difference to the profession, but you will also make a difference to the economy and the lifestyles of every Indian. Now you might ask me how. There are over 100 million Indians who need a pair of glasses. Mostly in the rural parts of India, they don't have access to a pair of glasses because there's not enough well-trained professionals who can cater to the needs. Many of these people can't work, and when they don't work, the family gets into a poverty cycle. It has been estimated by various organizations that India loses about $26 billion in lost productivity, which is a huge national waste. So by you supporting the profession, by you supporting the standards, by you supporting the Optometry Council of India, you make a difference in many spheres, in the lives of every Indian, in the national economy, as well as overall in the social fabric of this country. Thank you very much.